Hi everyone, my name is Danny, and this is going to be my review for the movie Breaking In. Um, the one star in it is good. She's very good looking, and she makes things kind of exciting. I would say that having her in it isn't the only thing that I was kind of hoping to have. I was hoping there'd be a little bit more excitement, a little bit more drama, but other than that, it was kind of a exciting movie to go to. I've been wondering if I should tell you my story or not. I think I'll go ahead. So I get into my theater that I this is like the fifth time I've ever been there, and so I don't really know where I'm going or what I'm doing. And we had the reservation seat. I'm kind of used to that, but so I get in there and I actually sit in the wrong seat, and I get told to move by people, even though the theater's not that full. And I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll just move. And I had the wrong seat. It's my bad. During the previews, everybody kind of hears this snoring, and we're all kind of chuckling and telling the people next to us, oh my gosh, do you hear that? Can you believe somebody's asleep? And I think they kind of woke up, but that was kind of despairing to know that somebody came to a movie to sleep. The other thing is that I counted at least five people on their phones in this movie. I don't know if they were bored, as bored as I was, but I'm guessing that's probably why they decided to go to their phone. It's because they were kind of bored. So I wouldn't say the problem with this is that it only has one star. I would say the problem with this is that it lacks being original. We've seen many home invasion movies. There's actually one called Home Invasion. The Purge is a lot more exciting than this. And, we've had ones like The Gift and ones about jealous ex girlfriends. And there's been so many of these. And so, how does Breaking In stand out? So, the story behind it is that this guy gets run over in the first scene. And obviously, it's the father of this family because then it shows the family going to clear out the house and get it ready for sale. So we figure that out pretty easily. So that doesn't really stand out or anything. And then while they're there, obviously these people that decide to kill the father decides to rob the house, and that is kind of an original thought. I mean, if you're gonna rob somebody, just rob them, right? Why kill them? But that I won't get into that. So basically, the big deal here is, did the handling of the robbery and the breaking in satisfy our need for excitement of a home invasion? I say it did. The characters, my big thing with them is that they seem like they were given their lines and told to kind of go with it or kind of act smarter than they were, but we never really get that next level. The first thing that really bugs me is that we never find out why the mom is so dangerous. Was she in the army? Was she in special ops? Was she, in the FBI at one point? I mean, obviously she kind of had a privileged childhood, but she didn't enjoy it, so she left. She rebelled against her father, who was obviously rich. What did she do to learn how to kill somebody or to be not as scared, and just run off to the police right away? I mean, there's a lot of questions that get left unanswered with this, and I think that's the biggest problem that it has. So the kids were okay, they got emotional and scared, and it seemed authentic, but they didn't seem scared like I would be if my home was getting invaded. I mean, they were actually trying to put the dresser against the door and try and climb through the vents to get a cell phone, and I can't imagine that being a real life situation. So, other than that, it was fine. Oh my gosh. The thing that really hurt the villains was that they weren't scary and they weren't smart. And the only reason why they get what they want within an hour, I think that was like my biggest problem with the villains, is that they actually get given the timeline of an hour. So then the rest of the time after that, we're thinking, oh, this takes that long, this takes that long. Our human brains are working, and we're thinking, how did this, stupidity take an hour, when they should have actually been looking for the safe and stuff. I mean, the fact that they didn't know where the safe was, they had no plan, they couldn't take care of a woman. I mean, this movie made the villains look really weak, and the head guy even weaker. And towards the end, there's a little bit of a surprise. I'll leave that for you, but it just makes the sidekicks and the boss look totally unorganized, and it really was that way. I mean, it's a movie. You have to act and you have to be convincing, and I didn't think these guys were very convincing at all. So I'm sorry about this, and and I hate watching these bloopers that are really failing, and they put somebody we know in there, so we want to cheer for it, but it's just really kind of god awful. I'm sorry to say that. I haven't said that about a movie in a while, but this was really sad. And I think people went to go see it this week because there's not much out, and people are starting to wane off of Avengers. And I wanted to enjoy it, I just did not, and it just was really bad, and we have to kind of recognize how bad it was. So I have to give a D to Breaking In. I'm really sorry, but it's just what it was. I mean, there's just a lot of movies of its kind that are a lot better, and that's just the situation that it is. So my name is Danny. I'm out here enjoying Mother's Day and nature and trying to get some nice air in, and it's really a lot cooler than I thought it would be today, and just had wonderful lunch with my mom. Hope you all enjoy the day with your mothers. Love them, appreciate them, recognize them for how hard they've worked in our lives. Keep watching my reviews, everybody. I got a lot of good ones coming. They're kind of rolling in here. I kind of got a stack at home to watch, and this one was in theater. My biggest thing that I wanted to let somebody know right now is they have come out with a thing called Movie Pass. If anybody watches this review and knows anything good about Movie Pass, would you comment for me down below if it's a good thing or not? Supposedly it's only $10 a month and you can go to as many movies as you want. Is that going to kill the theaters? If people sign up for that, is it a trustworthy service? Does it really work all the time? So let me know about Movie Pass, okay? And like and subscribe to my channel if you would. Thanks a lot, guys. Enjoy your movies.